Welcome back. This week the students get started on an Isuzu Trooper project with a lot of things that needs to be done to it. There's a little more work done on the pedal car, and we'll see if the students got the engine out of this road yet. Thanks for tuning in.
The students have the engine ready to come out of the road, so they're lowering her down onto our hydraulic table. Then we'll raise the car off of it.
This side's gonna hang off. You have to pull it to your side.
I think you're good to go all the way up. Stop.
This Isuzu came to us after sitting for a couple of years with a grocery list of some things that need to be taken care of. Let me show you what the kids have been working on so far.
We're going after the axles at all four corners of the car. First up is to get all the brake hardware out of the way. We've got pinch pliers on the rubber hoses so we don't make as big a mess because we're replacing those as well.
That means it's working.
Alright, set that on the floor. Let's step in that and see if you get the bracket off. There you go. Along with all the brake work at all four corners of this Isuzu, we also are going to be replacing the axle seals. You can see here in the parking brake assemblies that they're saturated with gear oil, so we have to remove the axles in order to replace those. So we're going to take the parking brake assemblies off, but along with that, we also have the third member of the carrier here is leaking oil as well. So we're going to remove the drive shaft, we're going to take the carrier assembly out after the axles are out, and we're going to reseal this entire rear, and then we'll replace all of the brake assemblies. The first step in taking out the differential is to remove the drive shaft. Here the students are removing the ABS sensors. A couple of the axle studs were spinning in the flange, so we welded them to the flange so that we could get the nuts off. We're probably going to weld them all on before installation. With the brake assemblies out of the way, we get busy removing the front hub assemblies. This lock holds the nut in place that holds preload for the bearings. We'll show you how to reset that preload in an upcoming episode. After extending the pedal car frame, we're putting a bar across the front for added strength. Here James is cutting the seat section out of the original body. That's the only part of the body they're going to be putting back onto the car. Hopefully you can tell the splines are wiped completely out of these wiper arms. That's why they need to be replaced. But both motors needed to be replaced as well because the plastic gearing inside of them were stripped and they weren't working either. Generally what causes that is when the wipers are froze to the glass and they're turned on without freeing them up. That generally will strip either the arm or the motor, and in this case it did it to both over time. With everything back together, we'll put on the replacement wiper arms, and this vehicle will be ready for the next rainy day. Next time on Bulldog Builds, with the components transferred from one engine to the other, the Rogue engine will be ready to go back in. We're going to begin rebuilding the 2 secondary cylinders on the forklift, and we'll have the third member out of that Isuzu Trooper sealed up and put back in. See you next week.